Here are 5 artists that I stopped listening to when I got closer to Christ. This was not easy. It took me a year. A little background story, I used to eat, sleep, live music at one point, so I understand the struggle. I'm not attacking you. Everybody comes to God at their own times. Everybody gets the heart posture to cut out secular music at their own time, but this is me. The first artist is going to cause the girlies to go in a shamble. It's Janae Aiko. Y'all, her songs, listen to what she's saying. Like, listen to the stuff she's saying in her songs. Even though they sound so peaceful and soothing, listen to what she's saying. She classifies herself as an alien. Even if you look at her Instagram right now, she has like posts up talking about divine guidance and all this stuff like that.
The alien bit is funny. I've never had someone classify themselves as an alien.
Like, she's spiritual. She's spiritual. She does not believe in God. If she believes in a God, it's not the same one as us, because you'll have to understand people worship different gods. Next one is Doja Cat, and I feel like that shouldn't even be like an explanation.
So I think all of these are secular artists, right? It's going to be very difficult to, especially in the like hip hop, R&B, Afro pop, whatever modern genre it is that we have today, that is a bit explicit in their words or explicit in like how they dress. It's going to be very difficult to find an artist that you can vouch for, that Christians can listen to, because all the messaging behind these songs are very weird and demonic at worst.
Seeing how she be dressing, what she has tattooed on her satanic song, all of that, it shouldn't even be a question. But Doja Cat. Next one would be Usher. And I'm saying this because there's just been videos of him, like the one at the Met Gala. No.
Do we still have people in our time listening to Usher? Am I disconnected from what's happening? Am I too much in my Christian bubble? Are people still checking out for Usher?
It was straight demon behind him, and I have a video reacting to that further down my page. It did not look like God was behind his eyes, and the references he was trying to make in that moment, it makes my skin crawl thinking about it, but Usher had to go. Another one, Ice Spice. I actually never got into her, but for people who listen to her, because I know she's a main
Ice Spice, you don't even have to listen to it, but just looking at her demeanor, no Christian must come close to that. All these artists, these female artists, will be explicit in terms of how they dress, and then the male artists will be explicit in terms of the words they say, the content behind their music, and of course the music videos as well, the messaging behind that. Like, it's bad for our kids, bro.
Stream artist. No. Like, the stuff she's rapping about is against God. It's against, fleeing from youthful lust. It's lustful. It's, derogatory, degrading. No. The next one is Ariana Grande, and I feel like I've talked about her, but we're going to talk about her again because she needs to be spoken about. The woman is a witch. She's a witch. You can look it up on TikTok. She has a video.
That's her video where she was saying she's a witch and she was proud about it. But again, man, as are Christians listening to these people? Like, are we listening to these people? These are the worst of the bunch, right? There are those where, for example, someone like Adele, right? It'll be a very tricky case because depending on the spirit behind the music, you can make the case for that. But most of the, well, I wouldn't say most, but some of the songs that she has released are love songs, very innocent love songs. So if the conversation was around those type of artists, it makes sense to say it's tricky. Do you listen to Adele? Do you not listen to Adele? But artists like Bo Ice Spice and Bo Doja Cat, I mean, come on, man. They're always trending for wrong reasons. And if you're a Christian and you have these people on your playlist, you should think twice. About what is it that you're letting in your spirit, in your heart, in your mind, most importantly, because music is also meant to absorb completely your mind. That's why it's easy for you to know lyrics by heart than you to know a book by heart, because there's something about music that just sticks. So if you're listening to these artists, I mean, this is the worst of the bunch of the artists not to even come close to. So yeah, she's mentioning artists that I would hope neither of you guys are checking out for.
About her being a witch, and she was not joking. She can and do the little soft voice. She was serious. She's a witch. And if you listen to her songs, she says, "Oh, God is a woman." Like, that's disrespectful to God in itself, and that just shows you right there she doesn't worship the same God as we do. And I know y'all gonna be like, "Well,
like, what makes you still listen to an artist after they have said something like that?" I'm actually intrigued. If an artist blatantly blasphemes God, disrespects the faith, absolutely shows no respect for God and for the Christian faith, what still makes you as a Christian say, you know what, I'm going to overlook this thing, I'm still going to listen to this person, I'm actually interested, I'm genuinely interested? If she had said stuff like that God is a woman, like, what makes you still say, you know what, I'm going to listen to her music as a Christian after I've come to know her stance about God? It's wild to me. It's wild to me that one would still listen to such an artist.
So you're saying that God can't be a woman? I never said that. But God doesn't have a gender. Okay, he's a divine being. So no, he does not have a gender. And ignore that little bug that just flew past me, okay? But those are some artists that I stopped listening to. This took time, okay? I've listened to all of these artists, I've said at one point, some way, somehow, some other, okay? But you have to pray for the heart posture to change that and remove that, because you also have to realize there's power in the tongue, and the things that you say when you sing these songs are speaking life and death over yourself. Just remember that.
Yeah, we must be careful in terms of our playlist, man. We must be careful in terms of things we listen to. We can't just listen to everything. Your playlist must be curated towards your faith, at least. And we're not saying you can't have a secular song in there, but the secular song in there must not also diminish, disrespect, nor be contrary to your faith position, so that you don't find yourself also letting things within your spirit that are foreign to God, and not only foreign to God, but that seek to blaspheme God intentionally. Our faith position is not only with the things we say and the professions we make, but also it's seen through the positions we take. And most of us, our positions can be seen through our playlist. So yeah, I wouldn't expect Christians to be checking these people out. So be careful about the things you listen to, because what you listen to is what you allow in your spirit.